What do you enjoy most about being a mother?
Um, my answer might sound weird. There's, I don't know. Okay, there's two answers. So the first thing I enjoy about being a mother is I appreciate having someone who I get the opportunity to be like the sole person to influence their life. That might sound narcissistic. I don't know, but it comes out of a love I have for people though. You can love people, right? And I think God puts that on our hearts and we try to disciple people and stuff, but you just don't have that much influence over their lives, you know? You can give them all your time, the best wisdom that you have to offer, and then you're just gonna watch them, you know, go get another advice that they prefer and then go, do that. And I'm not saying kids don't do that too, because they do. But right now, at Charlie's age, he's looking up to us like pretty much solely, right? And we have a lot of influence over his life. We get to decide who he hangs out with, who he doesn't, who watches him, what things we allow him to indulge in. And so when it comes to honoring God, because that's what I think my whole life is about, right? Bringing glory to God. So he's entrusted this child into my care, and this child is the best opportunity that I have to disciple someone. I think that's the big thing with family. Like in this whole thing of discipling people, like discipling others is great, but the place where you have the best opportunity is within your own household. So discipling your family, I feel, is of utmost importance. And I think that's why, besides practical reasons, that's why it's encouraged that pastors make sure they take care of their house first. Don't let, church work and all that stuff, be your main focus, because you don't even have as much influence there as you have in your home. And I think people take it for granted sometimes, and they think that their kids are not, are just always going to like obey and take their advice the most serious and stuff like that. But like I mentioned earlier, kids also are susceptible to eventually, as they get older, to, choose to take someone else's advice or make their own different decisions. So what you do today, hopefully it pays off tomorrow. So yeah, I enjoy that I have that much opportunity, even though it's like a big responsibility and really scary too, but I enjoy that. And then of course I enjoy just, all the love that, Charlie has to give us, and all the admiration and all the joy that we have and the fun that we have with one another as a family. He just adds so much joy to our family. And honestly, he adds joy to a lot of people. When we bring him to church, he brings everybody so much joy. He brings my parents joy, Thomas's parents. So yeah, so I think that's awesome. But I guess why I didn't mention that first is just, I think that's like, talk about narcissistic. I was saying the first answer might sound narcissistic, but that one might even sound even more narcissistic, depending on how you want to think about the question, because that's like, okay, he brings us pleasure. Yeah, like I had a child to bring me pleasure. That's not why I had a child, by the way, but it may sound that way, that, oh, I love being a mother because he brings me pleasure. That may sound whatever. But when I think about why God gave him to me, I feel like the opportunity is what brings me the most joy, but also the blessing of, being able to, have him make us so happy just by being himself. And also he gives me so much hope even for myself. Like sometimes when I think about I struggle to, exercise regularly, but I see how active he is. And I know that as he gets older, he's gonna encourage me to be active because he's active. So we'll do things together, and yeah, I think that's just beautiful. Yeah.